Hello family and friends, it's Rob the Sapper gardener representing Essayons Family Garden, and just doing a real quick check-in. We have started a few things down in the spring garden. I'll give you a quick look. We got our tomatoes, some cabbage, some bell peppers, some herbs over there. Of course, we got our ginger starting up, some onions. We are also going to be planting some onion bulbs eventually. We got our taro root started, which we've only got really one out of four we planted that's really kicked up, but we're going to give the others a chance. If not, we'll split that in the garden eventually and get it moved out. And we've got some ginger that's coming up well, and we got some ginger that's not. There's one little green start on that one if you can see it, but we've got some that don't. So when you get ready to start your root vegetables, just overplant, because you don't know what's coming up until it comes up. And we got some more stuff here, some rhubarb, and I'm proud to say we got a Chicago hardy fig that's coming up well, so I'm going to proudly give up my fig killer title since I've got some growing. But this is just some of the stuff we have. We have a couple of grow tents down here that I'm not going through today. I'm going to do a real quick walkthrough outside and let you see some of the progress and some of the projects we've got to get taken care of before we transplant out to the garden. So, one big project that I've got to get taken care of, which I've already started on, is repairing part of our fence line. So, I'm going to turn you around. We got some rotted out fence posts, which this is definitely on me. We built up the soil over here on this fence line, and one of the things that we didn't think about too much, we know this wood gets treated before they put fence posts in, but we don't know how far up they treated it. But we've got two posts. Well, one's really rotted through, then we got two that are partially rotted through, but the rest seem like they're okay. So we're going to come in and put in some new posts here and get this done, hopefully this weekend, before our fence completely falls over. That's probably the biggest DIY that we've got. We had to move a couple of our garden beds to get that done, and we probably won't put those back. We'll probably once we get this, we'll pull some of that soil back, see if we need to reinforce the bottom of the fence panels, and we'll leave these. But these two that we move, we're going to relocate those in the garden, probably outside the privacy fence, get them filled back up. We got a lot of beds that we still need to top off, including some of the new metal beds that we've added in. And we've got a lot of stuff growing already, a lot of onions, a lot of garlic. We got more onions, like I said, downstairs, and more bulbs. Our horseradish is coming up, which we can split our horseradish and spread it out. We honestly don't use all our horseradish every year. We grow it more as a companion plant for our potatoes, but we're going to spread it out so that as we rotate our potatoes each year, we've got some horseradish in the areas. It's supposed to help prevent disease in your potatoes, and also to help with pests. Yeah, I gotta cut some grass too, which one of my projects for the weekend is to replace a flat tire. You can see the chickens are happy, thinking they're getting some treats, which they probably will. But we've got a lot of beds that need to be topped off, including our big green keyhole beds. That one's low, and this one is very low. So we'll get those topped off. We got more of the metal beds that we've assembled and put out over by our garage area, which I'll take you out there real quick to show you. But we got some garden soil and kind of underestimated how much we were going to need. So we'll probably need about 4 more cubic feet to get those, and these are the fence posts we're using. We actually got these 4x4s for another project that we decided not to do. We were going to rebuild our old chicken coop, but we're actually not now. We're going to keep the small coop we have here, maybe expand it a little bit, and possibly do a small chicken tractor if we want to give them some semi free range forage. But since we're not rebuilding the old coop, we're going to tear it down, which should have been torn down already, but we're going to tear it down, and we're going to use all the wood that we had planned on that to do some other repairs. And we're actually going to make a stronger trellis for our kiwi. So we got plenty of extra lumber. I say plenty, we don't have plenty, we've got some. And hopefully we can reclaim some of this whenever I do get around to breaking down this old coop. But lots of 4x4s, some landscape timber, and hopefully all this is good enough to use for some of the projects we've got. But let me show you our kiwi trellis, or what's left of it. So all of our kiwi trellises look like this initially when we set them up, and we did know this ahead of time, kiwi vines are very heavy once they mature. And if you don't have something sturdy enough, this is what happens to them. These are just cattle panels that we formed into an arch, and we used some T-posts to hold them in shape. But the weight on this one, which we got plenty of fruit from, has collapsed this one, and this one is about the same. This one we actually cut the cattle panel and let it vine up. But what we'll do is we'll use some 4x4 posts over here to make a sturdier wood trellis that hopefully will take the weight a lot better than this one did. And we're actually going to expand our garden out here a little bit. We're going to try to put more perennials, expand our blueberry production out here. Once we get these hugel mounds built up a little bit more, and things like onions that we can grow anywhere, we'll put some of those out here too, along with our fruit and nut trees. And I guess I can show you guys a real quick look at our garage garden. where we put some of our meadow beds at, along with our compost pile and the straw bale bed, some of our figs, which hopefully come back well. But we've got quite a few of our keyhole, our meadow beds, which again seriously underestimated how much garden soil we were going to need. So we layered the bottom of it with cardboard. We've got some garden soil and some peat moss in there. We'll add some worm castings and other natural fertilizers. And we got a lot of cleanup to do here, but we think it'll be okay. And we'll do a lot of onions over here too. So lots to do. We got about a month before we really want to have the garden kicked off before our last frost date. So real quick late March garden check-in. A lot of stuff we still need to get done. A lot of stuff I need to get done, especially the cleanup, some repairs, topping off some beds, but we'll see how it goes. And we've got our greenhouse, which we'll be able to start transplanting some of our seedlings out to. Some of our starts down in the basement. As it warms up, we'll slowly start bringing out our citrus plants and make room to put the seedlings so we can harden them off and get them ready to come out here into the garden. So let's see, real quick check-in again. I'm gonna go get some treats for the chickens. They are spoiled, but they spoil us with fresh eggs. So as always, we want to say God bless our great country America. God bless you. Let's try this again with no wind. Alright folks, the wind drove me inside with the family, but as always we want to say God bless our great country America. God bless you wherever you reside around the world. Take care. Sapper out and
SK2 out.
And
SK1 out.
And everyone in the comments, please wish SK1 a happy birthday. He's growing up to be a fine young man. Take care.